discuss that and more as Dorothy Cassaseri.
Pay attention to every word Dorothy says.
Hey, I'm Wayne Brady, and I'm here with the beautiful Dorothy Cassaseri here on Celebrity Corner.
Hi, everyone. Hi, thank you. Hello, thank you so much. Hello to my live studio audience, and hello also to my viewers at home. Wow, it's exciting to have a live studio audience. I love it. Okay, so I want to share a little bit with everyone what I did over the weekend. Right now, New York is the place to be. Isn't New York always the place to be? But this week is Fashion Week, and I've been covering Fashion Week for the last 10 years. I mean, I used to sit in all the front rows for People magazine when I worked for them, and I had the chance to attend the Rolando Santana show. It was a great turnout. It was a packed house, and the looks were just so beautiful. Not to mention the people watching. What these people wear, you would never believe it. Anyway, Rolando Santana is one of my favorite designers. He's a huge celeb favorite. He recently dressed Robin Wright, and he is just a really, really talented guy. So it was nice to be there to support him. Also, since our show last week, we had our Philly premiere party, and we'd like to give a big thanks to Max Tavern in Philly. Now, the Philly premiere party didn't really get off to such a great start. Can we have that picture back up, please? Because I want to show you this dress that I wore for the Philly premiere party. When I started out, okay, so you see the dress, it's very cute, it's teal. Now, what happened with this dress is I went to my grandparents that day, who live in Northeast Philadelphia. I wanted to celebrate my grandmother's birthday, and unfortunately, I decided to use her iron to iron my dress for the premiere party. That didn't really work out so well. In fact, as soon as the iron touched the dress, it ate the dress for lunch. And here I was in my yoga pants and my sweatshirt, and I had to be at the party in about, 2 hours. So what did I do? I called my show stylist, Jessie Haliva, and what did she do? She made a call to one of her favorite boutiques in Philly, Smack Parlor, which is right across the street on Market Street from Max Tavern, and the day was saved. So thank goodness for stylists. Tonight we are introducing a new segment here on Celebrity Corner called Audience Spotlight, where we choose one lucky audience member to be in our spotlight for the night and weigh in on the latest in celebrity news. As you may or may not know, there has been a huge controversy with Amy Adams, the Oscar award-winning actress, and Valentino, which, as you know, is one of the most fantastic designers. Well, his PR team may not be so fantastic, because Amy Adams was on her way to Philip Seymour Hoffman's funeral, a dear friend of hers. She was in 2 movies with him, and she was carrying the latest Valentino bag with a price tag of $3,200. Well, what did Valentino do? Grabbed that photo and sent an email blast out to all of their contacts advertising the fact that Amy Adams was carrying the bag. Well, of course, people thought that this was in very bad taste. Amy Adams's publicist jumped. I mean, these publicists are kind of, it's always good cop, bad cop, and they're usually bad cops, and jumped to the occasion and said that it was absolutely appalling what Valentino did, which, in my opinion, I think was a little bit of an overreaction. Valentino said, this was an innocent mistake. We didn't know that she was going to the funeral. The PR department has a job to do. They have to advertise the brand. They have to get it out to the public. But people are a little bit torn on it. So in tonight's audience spotlight, we have Rachel Schultz from Somerdale, New Jersey, weighing in on what your thoughts are.
I agree that it was wrong of Valentino to post that on, to come back and say all that. But I have to say that I think it's a little bit ridiculous that Amy's PR was going so hard on them, because that's what any fashion designer wants, is for any actor or celebrity to be wearing their pocketbook or the latest trends that they put out for the season.
Well, I think that that's very well put. And, I've worked in magazines for my entire career. I've worked for People magazine, Life and Style Weekly, In Touch Weekly. And a lot of times you get these paparazzi photos, and with a very simple caption, it'll say, Amy Adams out in New York City. So maybe Valentino really just didn't know that she was on her way to a funeral. Maybe they just didn't care. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Kristen Stewart. Okay, Kristen Stewart is involved in another controversy. She's on the cover of Marie Claire, and she gave an interview. Now, her interview, now let me just back up for a second. Kristen Stewart was the girlfriend of Rob Pattinson. She ended up hooking up with her director, Rupert Sanders, in the movie that she was in, Snow White and the Huntsman. Rupert was married for 11 years to Liberty Ross, and they had 2 kids together, okay, ages 7 and 5. So you want to call her a homewrecker? Maybe you don't want to, but I will. Anyway, so Kristen Stewart gave this interview to Marie Claire, and she said, quote, "I stand by every mistake I've ever made, so judge away." Well, Kristen, thank you, because I am going to judge you now. Rachel, I'd like to hear your thoughts about this.
I agree with you 100% on this. That's wrong. He had 2 small children and a wife, and she has to realize that she put them in the public eye by agreeing to get into an affair with him, and I don't think that's fair for her to say she regrets nothing of what she did.
I agree with that also, because the thing is, even though she completely humiliated her boyfriend and made him look like a total fool, if she doesn't care about that, fine, whatever, Kristen, it's up to you. But there's 2 children involved. Now their parents are divorced. They're going to have to deal with, going to the dad's house on weekends, the mom's house on weekends. It's not an easy thing. And Kristen Stewart, in my opinion, should have just minded her own business. I don't know. All right, moving on. If you want to be part of our live studio audience and be selected for our audience spotlight, email celebritycorneraudience@gmail.com for free tickets. A fun day in the studio audience is a perfect break from this crazy winter weather we've been having. But sometimes if you can't beat them, join them. So it's also a great way to hit the slopes at Mountain Creek in Vernon Township, New Jersey. Our season 2 title sponsor, Popchips, has partnered with Mountain Creek, and they're asking skiers and snowboarders and everyone to bring the fun. If you take the best mountain picture with the hashtag #BringTheFunMountainCreek, you have a chance to win a great prize package, including ski passes and a Popchip snowboard. And our Celebrity Corner viewers, thank you. Our Celebrity Corner viewers are in for a real treat because Popchips is doing an exclusive Celebrity Corner giveaway. If you tweet me @DorothyOnTV, you could win this awesome snowboard. How great is that? And you could also win a 3-month supply of Popchips. I mean, that should be enough to get you popping. So remember, all you have to do is tweet me @DorothyOnTV for your chance to win. And as a thank you to our audience for being here today, we are sending each one of you home with a bag of my favorite snack, Popchips. No resolutions required. Stay tuned because we have a lot coming up in tonight's Celebrity Corner. Fashion designer Zankhna Parek shows us how to wear the hottest red carpet looks from awards season. I'm chatting with Joey Fatone, who you probably know best from NSYNC, about life after the boy band. And we're showing part 3 of my wedding video, the party. Stay right there. Welcome back to Celebrity Corner. I'm your host, Dorothy Cassasari. There's nothing more exciting about awards season in Hollywood than the red carpet looks, but it's not always easy figuring out how to wear the trends we love. Here today to help us is fashion designer Zankhna Parek. Hi, Zankhna.
Hi, Dorothy.
Thanks
How are
for
you?
joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So, I love seeing what celebs wear on the red carpet,
Absolutely.
but I can never really figure out how I could wear something like that out on a Saturday night, or not necessarily the gown, but kind of the trend. And so we need you to kind of give us some guidance. You brought along some models today, correct?
I did.
And they're all wearing your designs.
Absolutely.
From your website.
Yes.
Zankhna.com.
Zankhna.com.
Love it. Okay, so let's talk about our first trend. Rose Byrne was on the red carpet at the SAG Awards, and she's wearing a white jumpsuit. I could not imagine wearing that out on a Saturday night. However, I love the concept of jumpsuit. I mean, how can we think about this trend, you know, in real life, as we like to call it?
Absolutely. Now, not all of us can pull off white the way she did.
Oh, no.
So in this case, I picked a black jumpsuit, which is obviously the quintessential go-to color. And this is the Dare to Bear open back jumpsuit. Again, you know, most women, they don't wear jumpsuits. They shy away from jumpsuits, and actually it should be one of the most important items in everybody's closet.
Now, I have to stop you for 1 second. Dare to Bear open back. We have to
Yes.
see this, okay?
Absolutely.
There you go. I mean, come on, ladies. Isn't this gorgeous? Yeah. So the jumpsuit is a great alternative to the little black dress. You can turn back around. Thank you.
Yes, so it's one of the alternatives, especially if you want to be different. You want to look hot on a girl's night out. Don't pick the little black dress. Pick the jumpsuit.
I
and in this
absolutely love
case,
it.
of course, you know, accentuate your front, get some sequins going, good earrings, put your hair up, you know, go out on that night and look awesome.
Perfect for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, thank you so much to our model. And now the second look that I saw on the red carpet, and this is definitely a trend that never seems to go out of style, and one of my favorites. Julia Roberts wearing a leopard print dress, and she has some sparkle added to it, which I think is really cool. This is obviously not something that, you know, most of us would wear every day walking down the street, but you have a dress in your collection that does work for every day. Hello, welcome, come on up. So
Exactly.
this is, what is the name of this dress?
This is the animal print cheetah dress. And
Gorgeous.
again, Julia Roberts, you know, wore it. She had quite a bit of sparkle and bling at the bottom. She, of course, dressed it up. You can wear this for a day look, especially in these cold, wintry days, you know, pair it with some boots and a clutch. And this is great for the office, for your day wear. And then you can immediately go and transition into nighttime wear. Just put some black heels on, a nice shiny black purse, and then some chandelier earrings, and you've just changed this outfit to a night look.
I love that idea. So you can wear it day or night. Yes. And this type of dress strikes me as something that would work for many seasons.
Yes, absolutely.
I always like getting bang out of my buck when I shop.
Yes.
So if I can use something, you know, over and over and kind of transform it, I like doing that, and that's what this strikes me as.
Exactly. So in the summer, you put this dress on with a pair of wedges, and there you go. This is your summer outfit as well.
I love it. And you can always add like a pop of color, change it up a little bit.
Absolutely. And she was just commenting backstage how comfortable and smooth this outfit is that you can just wear it anywhere.
Fabulous. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, now the third look that we've been seeing popping up in awards season is Sofia Vergara in sequins. I mean, talk about a lot of shine. That is an absolutely gorgeous dress, and she looks hot in it. Yes. But I mean, is that something that everybody can pull off, and how can they do it?
Well, Sofia, I mean, she's a goddess. Whatever she wears, she looks amazing. And especially, I have noticed that too, she's always wearing a lot of shiny sequins, kind of glitzy kind of material. Of course, not all of us have red carpet events that we go to all the time. So I toned it down a little bit with my bling and New Year dress. And again, just very simple sequins lines in the front.
I love this.
It doubles up as your little black dress because as most women like to go to, you know, their black dress. It's got side slits, giving you a little bit of a sensual look. And of course, you can wear it traditional, just all black, you know, black shoes. Or in my case, I touched it up with a pop of color with a magenta purse and magenta lipstick. So also for the spring look, you can give yourself some color.
You are my kind of girl because I think the magenta purse totally does it.
Yes.
I mean, I love black, but I love a pop of color.
Exactly.
Well, this is such a great look. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow, what great looks. Now tell us a little bit about your line and kind of what makes it different from others out there.
So my line mainly caters to moms on the go, especially who want to be effortlessly stylish. You know, as moms, we see all these trends on the red carpet and on runways, and we always wonder, how is this going to fit me? So what I take is all the trends that are going to be current for the following season, but then apply them to real life women, real life moms, and that way we can actually wear all the same trends out that are on the red carpet.
And the dress that you're wearing is from your collection as well.
This is one of my collection as well, and I have a lot of features where, especially once you're a mom, things don't go back to where they're supposed to. So I really accentuate things like collars and shoulders. You know, as women, we're very proud of these areas and we like to show them. You want to put focus on that and then take away the eyes from some of the problem areas if you have some.
Right, of course. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. As a special treat for our audience, Zankhna is giving everybody a $25 gift card to her website, zankhna.com, so you can treat yourself to something and spruce up your wardrobe. I mean, you can be just like the Hollywood A-listers, ladies.
Absolutely.
And we're also giving one lucky viewer a $25 gift card, a special code, if you tweet me at Dorothy on TV and tell me why your wardrobe needs a little sprucing up. We'll pick one lucky winner after the show. Thank you so much. Up next, my interview with Joey Fatone. Stay right there. Hi, welcome back to Celebrity Corner. I'm Dorothy Casaseri, your host. Before Harry Styles and One Direction, there was a boy band that swept the nation, the world actually, with their music, choreographed dance moves, and boyish charm. And that band was NSYNC. Just last summer, they reunited for a performance at the MTV Music Awards, and fans everywhere were transported back to the late 90s. I had the pleasure of catching up with bandmate Joey Fatone about life now as a dad and what's next. Take a look. Mr. Joey Fatone, how are you? I'm Dorothy with Celebrity Corner. Nice to meet you too. So listen, I need your take on something. You had a lot of fame at a young age. You were a boy bander, correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay, Justin Bieber, what's your advice for this guy?
I don't even have any words because it's just, you know, he's young. He's just going to do what he kind of wants to do until someone's going to either slap him on his wrist or finally, as he gets older, he'll grow up and kind of realize, oh crap, you know, I got to not do this.
Of course. Now, do you miss the boy band days, or are you kind of?
I mean, it's been, you know, I miss the guys in general, just always hanging out. But you know, we just did a reunion at the MTV Awards, this past MTV Awards. So that was.
Oh, I watched it.
Yeah, just fun to do that. But there's sometimes I miss it, and sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm kind of happy I'm not doing it right now. You know, I got a wife, I got kids. Just kind of spend time with them as much as I can. I've been jumping around. I'm actually working here in New York right now, hosting another show. So that's why I'm out here, which is cool.
What show are you hosting?
Can't say now. But I will tell you, it's on a great network, and that's all I can say. For now, it's going to come out at the end of March, though.
Oh, when is it coming out?
It's going to be coming out at the end of March.
Oh, okay, good. Well, we're going to keep our eyes open. So is Family Man kind of a title that you prefer more so than, like, you know, performer?
That kind of thing. It's fun to juggle both, I think, you know, as far as, like, having some sort of career and also obviously being the family man, being home. I mean, I love my kids. I love spending time with them. So, you know, I try to do as much as I can. A lot of time work does send me away, but it's great to have FaceTime now with technology. You're able to see your kids and tuck them in at night, you know, even though it might not be in person, but you can see them.
Of course. So you and the guys, you're still pretty close. You said you did the reunion performance.
Yeah.
What else do you guys do together still?
Sometimes I'll see Lance if I get a chance to. Now that I just moved to California not too long ago, so every once in a while. Justin's obviously been on tour. I just actually text him because he texted me on my birthday, and his birthday is today. So we were bouncing back and forth saying happy birthday and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I just texted Justin also just to wish him a happy birthday. You know.
Good. I'm glad. Make sure he gets it again too. Make sure I said because he never returned my text message.
Well, he always returns mine right away.
I see. Of course. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Justin. I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much. Really. I wish I had Justin Timberlake's number in my phone and could just text him easily. How cute was Joey Fatone? I just loved his answers to Bieber. He kind of just laughed and, you know, shrugged his shoulders. Anyway, great guy. It was a really crowded party, so it was a little bit hard to hear certain parts, but, you know, the craziest parties are the most fun. Anyway, up next, my wedding video, part 3, coming up right back at the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Corner. Thank you guys. Last week we shared part 2 of my wedding video, The Vows, and now our last and final clip, The Party.
For those of you who don't know how John and Dorothy met, Dorothy volunteered to be auctioned off to the highest bidder in a bachelorette auction to raise money for charity. Since John had botched the opportunity to get her number the night they met, he knew his only chance was to outbid the competition. He brought enough cash with him, and he got himself a date. And although Dorothy had no choice but to accept, I think it's worked out in the end.
Will you disarm me? Oh, I know. Won't you let me draw my guard? And as hard as I may try, you're in my heart.
I've spent more time with John over the last decade than probably anybody in this room. And all I can say is, Dorothy, you have the patience of a saint. You're also the best thing that's ever happened to him. On the first day he met you, he fell head over heels. And time has not changed that.
So you let go, and you let go.
It's been made really clear that for Dorothy, home isn't really a place. Home is wherever she's with John. And trust me when I say that there is no better home for her.
hope that the love in your hearts today for each other will only grow, that you will always treat each other with kindness and respect and love. And I hope all your dreams come true, and I hope you enjoy a long, healthy, and happy life together. God bless you.
It's hard to leave me speechless, but I just think about that day, and I'm so thankful that I have this video and I have those memories. It's really humbling, and I'm glad that I was able to share it with you over the course of the last 3 shows, so thank you for allowing me to do that. Anyway, now it's giveaway time. Last week we gave away 2 pairs of these awesome wireless earbuds by Noizy Brand, if I can get them out of this container. Good packaging. That's Noizy with a Z, and they come in pink and black and allow you to listen to music or talk on the phone hands-free. They provide a multi-point Bluetooth connection, and when fully charged, last 4.5 to 5 hours, perfect for the gym or multitasking around your house. Viewers at home can enter for the chance to win a pair of Noizy earbuds valued at $99 by tweeting at Noizy Brands and at Dorothy on TV, and tell us why you need a pair of Noizy wireless earbuds, and we'll choose one winner after the show. So remember, tweet at Noizy Brands and at Dorothy on TV, and you can win a pair of Noizy earbuds. Now, audience members, we're also giving away a pair of Noizy earbuds today right here in our studio. So you all have the chance to win as well. Earlier in the show, you were each given a card with a celebrity's name on it, and we're giving 1 pair of Noizy buds to the person whose card corresponds to this celebrity photo. Who is it? Miley Cyrus. Who is our winner? Come on up. Come on up. Hi. Here you go. Have a seat. Here's a microphone. Grab your microphone. Hi, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Lisa Pizzella.
And where are you from?
Voorhees, New Jersey.
Fabulous. Well, thanks for coming down to Celebrity Corner today. Did you have a good time?
I did. I did.
And who's on your wish list of a celebrity that you're dying to meet at some point? Anyone in particular?
Britney Spears would be one.
Britney Spears.
And Miley Cyrus. I thought for sure I was going to meet her today.
I don't know. These days I might be a little scared to meet Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
She's got a little crazy.
It takes one to know one.
Well, I hope that at some point you can meet Britney Spears and you can meet Miley Cyrus also.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations on being our winners today. Very exciting.
Awesome.
And thank you so much for coming in, and thank you to our studio audience. Thank you also to the Blontourage at Zoom Interiors for this fabulous set. They're joining us on the show next week. Also, allmodern.com. Thank you also to Lulu's for providing me with this great dress. They always provide me with the greatest things. Anyway, tune in next Thursday night, 6:30 in New York on WVVH and 7:30 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware on WMCN, and also online at DorothyOnTV.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Dorothy on TV. See you next week. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.